To record audio, you must have 2 or more callers. So could someone do me a favor? Under the phone icon, click on the phone icon right up here, right at the top. And as you open it, either hit call via internet or call by phone. And if you could dial that 213 area code number, you know what? I'm going to do it myself. I just want to make sure that we can record the audio. All right, I apologize. This is we're just kind of getting the bugs worked out. Once we get rolling, it'll be worth it, I promise.
Welcome to Join Me. Please enter your conference ID and press the pound key. The conference is in presentation mode. Your line is. You will now be placed into the conference. This call is.
All right, so hold on one quick sec. All right, so welcome everybody. I apologize for getting a little bit of a late start here. This is a brand new webinar system and we're just getting used to it. So my name is Jeff Rahim Bronner and let's get started. So the name of tonight's webinar is how to drive traffic to the iPas2 marketing system or anything for that matter. As we get started, I want to give a big shout out to my sponsor, Elvis. Elvis has been an amazing sponsor so far. I hope he's on the call tonight. I also have a couple of my team members, Dr. Patty Felici and Don from Guatemala are here tonight. So welcome everybody. Let me check the chat thing real quick, see if anyone's having problems. May I delete the insert page screen? No one can hear anything. All right, so some people can hear. Yes, there is a phone number you can call on. Let me give you the phone number right now. One thing you can try is check your mic level. The fact that some people can hear and some people cannot, it might be your mic. But you're more than welcome to call in. All right, so the phone number is 213-226-1066. And the access code is 198-483-358. Okay, I'm going to wait just a sec, give everyone just a sec to call in. Okay, if you cannot hear, I apologize. Okay, we're trying to get the audio problem sorted out. Yeah, if you cannot hear, go ahead and call in. Right in the middle of the screen there's a phone number you can call. Okay, area code 213-226-1066. And the access code 483-358. All right. Can someone hear? Oh, and thank you, Greg. Yes, and put the pound number at the end of the code. All right, let's try one more time, and then we're going to get started. I have an insert screen in the middle of my full screen. When I try to delete it, the webinar threatens to close. It has host on top of it. Viewer number 9, I do not know what is that. I have not shared, All right, I'm going to try. Well, can I move that? Let me move this down here. Okay, does that make it any better? All right, I really want to go ahead and get started. Can people hear me okay? Are people able to hear me? If someone could just write it, just give me a yay. It's John with the insert screen. Hi, John. Just give me a Y if you can hear me. All right, great. So if you cannot hear, then I think go ahead and call in. Make sure you add the pound. John, I apologize about that insert screen. I really don't know what to do about that. I don't have it on mine. As far as I know, I haven't given control of the screen to anyone. All right, let's go ahead and start. So welcome, everybody. I apologize for the rocky start. Just getting used to technology here. So the name of tonight's class is How to Drive Traffic to the iPas2 Marketing System. I have a feeling that most of you are already in Empower Network, and you've been engaged with the iPas, the brand new iPas2 marketing system. I know some of you are just looking at this business for the first time, and I'm going to give an overview from my perspective, and then I'm going to get into some of the nitty-gritty. Hopefully there will be valuable content for everyone. Good. Welcome, viewer number 4. I'm glad it's your first time. And here we go. So there is a picture of me with my lovely daughter, Saida. And we had just returned from the fair. She is now 10 and a half years old. Okay, just to prove to you that I at least know a little bit about what I'm doing. I'm certainly not claiming to be an expert. Here is a picture of my iPas2 back office. If you look under my referrals, total 218. So right now I have about 215 people who have signed up for a free account in the iPas2 system. And I am going to be completely honest and transparent with you tonight. I'm literally going to show you exactly what I have done to attract and sign up those 215 people. And I did all that in about a 2-week period. Okay, here is a picture of my my autoresponder, Get Response. If you look right in the middle of the screen, view all contacts, 577, those are the people I've added to my mailing list. Again, I did that in about a 2 or 3 week period. So the beautiful thing about traffic and learning this stuff is it can be a little confusing. It can make you want to tear your hair out. Take your time and learn it, because once you learn it, it's like riding a bike and it works. So one, I'm going to give you a bunch of little tips and hints tonight. Can you tell us what it is? I will. I promise I will get there. One thing I really want to encourage you is definitely consider taking notes tonight. So grab a pen and a piece of paper. I am positive I'm going to give you some information that will be new to each of you. I went and got a big 3-ring binder, and I take all my notes for my marketing business in this binder. Okay, when I first started, I had a notebook here, a notebook there. This is the kind of stuff, because it's on the internet, you know, you get to a page, you want to be able to write the address for that page down, because if you lose it, a sight out of mind, you can't even find it again. So, as far as your question about what it is, this is a home-based business, and I'm going to get to it, I promise. So I've also, this is a picture. The iPas2 is getting ready to launch in a couple weeks, and about 300 people applied to be one of the professional sales coaches or business coaches for the iPas2 system. I have been blessed enough to be hired as one of those 10 coaches. If you look right over here on the right, there is my name, Jeff Bronner. And again, it's not to brag. It's just to prove to you that I am who I say I am. And I've learned some good stuff, and I'm going to share it all with you tonight. Okay, so there's a picture of me. I've been a motivational speaker for the last 10 or 15 years. I have led seminars all over the country. I love to help people improve their lives. And now I've turned my attention to the internet, and I'm going to be sharing with you what I've learned tonight. Okay, there's a picture of me when I opened my my first restaurant. I should say my first and last restaurant. Don't ever open a restaurant. That's my spiritual advice for you tonight. There's a picture of our home in Western New York. I don't know why I put this slide in. I love ice cream. There's a 4-scoop cone that I had last summer. I think I just wanted to share a little bit about myself, and it's certainly not all about me. Yeah, I'm really not the focal point tonight, but I just wanted to let you know who you're talking to. Yes, I do love ice cream. And I also love MLM and network or affiliate marketing. Some people look at those little circles and they see pyramid scheme. From the first moment I saw someone draw those circles on a board, I thought, oh my God, I'm going to be rich. And I don't know how, I don't know which company it's going to be with, but when you really grok the power of affiliate marketing or network marketing, when it's done right with honesty and integrity, it is a life-changing proposition. And I've had 4 of my very good friends become self-made millionaires through a business just like this. I have studied with them. They have mentored me. They're now some of the closest people in my life. So I have seen firsthand that this business can work. It's not easy. It takes education and personal growth, but it can work. And I'm going to show tonight some of what I've learned. All right. So what is your why for doing a business like this? And if you're already in Empower Network, if you are brand new, just looking at this as a potential business opportunity, I want you to get out your pen and your piece of paper and write down, why are you either doing this business, okay, or why are you considering starting a business like this? Okay, some people do it for the fancy cars, for the jewelry or the cruises. Okay, that's never been my thing. Okay, here's my why. That is my beloved wife, Mariam. She is the love of my life. And my best friend. I'm very lucky to be married to my best friend. That's our lovely daughter, Saida. Okay, they're my why. I wake up every morning. I'm tired. I'm lethargic. I feel like being lazy. I think about them and what this business is going to give to us and has already given to us, and I get into action. Okay, I spent the last 9 months as a traveling sales rep, miserable being away from my family. And since I found Empower Network and the iPas system, I've been able to quit my job. I now live and work from home full time, and it's been a real life changer for us. Okay, there's a picture of my wife with some of our animals. I want to talk about the importance of goals. Okay, what are some of your goals? Okay, when you're starting a business like this, doing a home-based business is different from other businesses. Okay, this self-development, goal writing, putting up pictures, you cannot skip this stuff. Okay, I've been in the industry for about 15 years. The people that skip this stuff and go, oh, I'll do it later, they just never seem to make it. Okay, so really, if you have not written down your goals, take tonight, take me as a messenger, take the next couple of days and write down some really concrete goals. Okay, are they written down? And are your goals big enough to get you excited and nervous just in case they come true? Okay, do you have a vision that's bigger than yourself? Okay, so here are some of my goals. I'd like to earn $15,000 a month within the first 90 days. I want to bring in 3 to 5 business partners at the black card level each month. And I would like to be a $1 million earner within 3 years. Okay, and I have these goals written down, taped right over my desk. I look at them every day. Okay, and then I have a bigger goal. And again, I'm just being completely transparent. That's kind of who I am. My wife and I want to build a spiritual and healing retreat center in the hills of North Carolina where people can rest, rejuvenate, and get connected to God. Okay, and whether you're a believer in God, whether that's your thing, it totally doesn't matter. That's our thing. What matters is that you find your thing. Okay, you've got to find something that is so big and so awesome that you're going to get jazzed just thinking about it, and that's going to help kick you into action. It also gives you something to talk about. All right, I want to talk about a personal mission statement. And again, I'm starting with some of the self-growth stuff, but for me, this is the big level, and then I promise I'm going to get down to the nitty-gritty. Okay, so here is my personal mission statement. Some of you are going to think I'm nuts, but this is something I wrote down I literally say this while I'm in my car driving around town. I am a $10 million earner. I take care of my family in a beautiful and abundant way, and I help hungry and needy people all over the world. Okay, I say that every day while I'm driving around, and I use it to inspire myself. Okay, I also use it to bring up my fears and whatever pictures or illusions or blocks I have against being a $10 million earner. Okay, and I believe with everything in my heart and soul that I am going to earn $10 million in industries like this. Okay, so homework number 1 is to write down your goals, make them visible. Homework number 2 is to write a personal mission statement and put it up next to your desk. Okay, those of you who are already in the business, if you want to let me be your teacher and your guide for a few minutes, take this as a serious homework assignment. Okay, it'll help you in your business, I promise. Okay, so home-based businesses, MLM, network or affiliate marketing, they're different than regular types of businesses, and you cannot skip the personal development. It just doesn't work. Okay, your business will only grow as big and as fast as you grow, which is something Dave and Dave, the founders of Empower, they say that all the time. Okay, if you want to go from an acorn into a big tree, the good news is you can do it in a home-based business like iPas2 and Empower. You just need to be willing to work on yourself. Okay, so for those of you who are taking notes, I want you to definitely take notes on this next section. Okay, I'm going to check the chat real quick. I just want to make sure that people are able to hear me. Okay, so far we're doing good. So what are some of the reasons why people don't reach their goals? Okay, number 1, it's hard. It's not easy to reach the kind of goals we're talking about. And you may have very moderate goals. Okay, you may just want to make an extra $500 or $1,000 a month. That's beautiful. Okay, the beautiful thing about a business like this is we each get to play it in the way we want to play it. Okay, obviously, with a goal of making $10 million, I have big goals. I want to do a lot of good in the world. I want to help a lot of people. Okay, don't worry about my goals. You just think about your goals. Okay, but it's hard. Okay, number 2, lack of belief in the industry. People can't see it happening for them. Okay, you need to work on your beliefs enough where you can actually see the potential that it's going to work for you. Okay, and one thing that helped me is having those very close friends become self-made millionaires. I've seen their houses, I've seen the cars and the pools and the lifestyle they lead. I've seen it, so I know it's possible. Okay, number 3, people run out of cash. This is a big one. I'm going to talk about this in a sec. Okay, and number 4, people literally don't know what to do. And that's part of the reason why I decided to offer this webinar tonight, because spending time on the iPas2 mastermind, I could see some people struggling, getting frustrated. They weren't getting the support they needed from their sponsor. They couldn't figure it out. Okay, I'm really going to give you some very practical steps tonight. All right, let's address each of these issues. So number 1, it's hard. Okay, if you look at the Empower Network income disclosure, look down at the bottom here. Okay, almost 90% makes less than $500 a year. So I'm not pointing this out to be negative, but if you're taking notes, I want you to put this in your notes. If 90% of the crowd is earning $500 or less, doesn't it make sense to do stuff different than the crowd? Okay, whenever the crowd goes left, I almost always go right. Okay, and we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. Okay, how to set yourself apart. Now, the beautiful thing is with iPas2, you actually don't need to distinguish yourself as much, but we're going to get into that in a sec. Okay, number 2, lack of belief in the industry. You can't see it happening for them or for you. Okay, this is why if you look at the Empower Network right here at the inner circle, this by far is one of the most important products we offer. It's actually one of the reasons I joined the business. Okay, it takes a while for the negativity in your mind to quiet down to the point where you can actually start to have positive, truthful, genuine ideas that can help you reach success. Okay, a couple years ago when I got really serious about the network marketing industry, I turned my car into a mobile classroom. I always have audio tapes and CDs going different teachers, different mentors. I am studying all the time. And, even a couple months ago when I didn't think I was going to join Empower Network, I still wanted to buy the Inner Circle product. For those of you who are brand new, that's about 100 hours of audio training teaching you how to build a business, how to believe in yourself, how to create positivity in your life and in your situation. Okay, here's one of my favorite books, Beach Money by Jordan Adler. I've signed up personally about 300 people into different network marketing groups. Every single person I bring into a business like this, I insist they read this book. Okay, so if you have not yet read this book, I highly encourage it. Okay, Beach Money by Jordan Adler. Here is my all-time favorite lecture on network marketing. Okay, it's by Jim Rohn, Building Your Network Marketing Business. If you Google Jim Rohn, you can buy this audio CD right online. $7. It's an amazing lecture. I've listened to it at least 20 or 30 times, and I get nuggets every time I listen to it. Okay, you have to constantly be working on your belief in the business. And what that means for me is when I'm feeling a little shaky, like let's say I talk to a couple people, they're not interested, I can feel myself start to waver. Okay, instead of going to people who are not involved in the industry, I look up. I go to my sponsor, I go to Dave and Dave, I go to my mentors. You want to go to people who have succeeded and are succeeding and are not only building the kind of group, but also making the kind of income you want to make. They're going to have a very different perspective on things. So there's Dave Wood, here's Dave Sharp. Okay, here's Chris Jones, founder of the iPas system. Here is one of my mentors, Shakir Hussain. Okay, he's one of the top internet marketers on the planet. There is Dagan Smith, another one of my mentors. Okay, there's Vic Struzhouse, however you pronounce his name. For me, one of the brightest lights on the entire planet. Okay, he's the creator of Internet Traffic Formula. I love this guy. I can listen to Vic talk all day long. All right, it's also important to not get SNIOPed by other people. Okay, if you've never heard the term SNIOP means being susceptible to the negative influence of other people. Okay, write that down real quick. More people lose faith in themselves and lose faith in their businesses because of the words that come out of other people's mouths. Okay, usually when I'm feeling kind of crummy or not so great, when I track it back, it goes back to something someone said and I took it in too deep. Okay, so write this down. Really important to find ways to get yourself out of negativity and stuckness and get back into motion. All right, when you match your belief with the skills that you can learn in Empower Network, some of which I'm going to give you tonight, you will become or could become an unstoppable force. Okay, number 3, people run out of cash. Okay, cash, you need a certain amount of cash to run your business. It's just like gasoline for a car. Okay, so setting yourself up for success from a cash flow perspective is extremely important. Okay, so here's my cash flow perspective. Okay, I think you need an extra $500 to $1,000 a month for the tools in the business, and that's after you've established your level inside of Empower or inside of iPas2. So whether you've gone all in, whether you're a silver, a gold, or a black, you need some tools to do this business. It just takes a certain amount of cash in order to be successful. And I've tried to run businesses on a shoestring budget. It is painful. So, again, we want to be really smart with our money, but you do need certain things. Okay, some people use their savings or an IRA account. Some people get a second job, or in my case, a third job. Okay, I have 3 jobs going right now in addition to building my business. Okay, some people use credit cards. Certainly not the smartest way to go because of the high interest rates. But if you have no other way to build your business, okay, I have used credit cards several times to build different businesses. Okay, it all depends on your situation. Okay, here's a special gift I have for you. Okay, I'd like you to write this down. I have found a company called Oak Tree Financing. Their website, oaktreefinancing.com. Okay, they specialize in short-term loans for entrepreneurs. Okay, they actually have a 15-month loan at 0% interest. Okay, check them out. They love working with home-based business people. Okay, so hopefully you're getting some value out of tonight so far. I'm not going to make a single penny from this webinar tonight. I'm just here to give to our community, to help the people on my team and some of the people in the mastermind. I really, truly hope you're going to get some good stuff tonight. All right, so I want to talk about the door. What is the door for you? How are you going to get from where you are to where you want to go? Okay, step number one goes back to having clarity of your goals. Okay, you need to know where you want to go. And for me, it's not enough to say, oh, I want to make $10,000 a month. For me, it's never been about the money. It's about what the money can do. So for example, so far this business has allowed me to quit my traveling sales job and be home with my family. Okay, that is a tangible change in my quality of life. My marriage is better. My daughter is happier. I'm about 1,000% happier. Okay, this business afforded that. Okay, so your homework, your assignment for the next couple days, you really got to figure out where it is you want to go. Okay, and it can't be just about the money. The money is important. What is the money going to do for you? All right, and here what I believe is the most important issue to address. The number one reason, in my opinion, why people don't reach their goals, people don't know what to do. People join the business, they're all geeked up and excited, and there's not like a clear path. And so people get frustrated and they end up dropping out or just not doing much. Okay. This, I believe, is the number one blessing of having this iPas system that Chris Jones and his team created. Okay. You no longer need to worry about what it is you're supposed to do because the system pretty much does everything. Okay. iPas2 provides the traffic, the sales and the marketing funnels, the landing pages, the education and the information that helps people convert and move up through levels, and professional business coaches for people who join at the black card level. And if you do join at the black level and you hire a professional business coach, you literally don't have to talk to anyone ever. Okay, for any of you who have ever done a home-based business, it's all about calling your family, calling your friends, bugging the people in your warm market. It's not a lot of fun. Okay, it can damage some relationships, and sometimes it works great, but that is the number one complaint about home-based businesses. We have actually solved that. Okay, so you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You don't need to be Einstein. All you need to do is be a willing student. Raise your hand if you need some help, and this is a very doable, duplicatable system. All right, so from a marketing perspective, I want to introduce several concepts that will change your business forever. Okay, let me get a quick sip of water. Okay, so number one is the power of automation. Okay, I put in a picture of an assembly plant. Okay, you might be an amazing salesperson. You might be able to talk to anyone. The people you bring in may not be able to duplicate your level of talking to people and inviting people. I've had that happen several times. I mean, one of my businesses, I personally signed up 84 people. My team really couldn't duplicate that. So the importance of having a system, if you want to build a huge group, okay, you want to build a group of 1,000 people, 5,000 people, 10,000 people, you've got to have some kind of duplicatable system. So years ago, long before the internet was around, this entire industry ran on a cassette tape. Okay, there was one called Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Okay, here's a picture of my Tony Kent. Okay, you can see a picture of Tony right there. Okay, he used the audio cassettes. He built a group of 200,000 people in one company, left that company, and then built a group of 100,000 people in a different company, all by audio cassettes. And what they did, it was very simple. So if you're taking notes, jot this down, because I believe iPas2 is the modern version of this same principle. Tony, when he started, had 4 kids. His wife left them. He had no ability to work or travel. He said, I've got to find a way to make money from home. He found this audio cassette. He liked the message. He bought 10,000 audio tapes and mailed them out all over the place. When people would call from the tape and sign up, Tony would say, okay, here's how we do the business. I want you to buy 2,000 tapes. That was the only way he allowed people to build the business. No one ever made a sales pitch. No one ever talked to anyone. All you did was send out tapes. Okay, and what it does is it makes it a numbers game, and it takes your personal skill out of the equation. Okay, now we still have a role in supporting people, in mentoring and caring for people, and encouraging them when they hit some bumps. But the beauty of the iPas system, which I'm going to show you here in a few minutes, is it provides the leads and the traffic to look at the system and join, and you never have to talk to them. Okay, really let this sink in for a sec. Okay, 10, 15, 20 years ago, it was an audio cassette. And my good friend Tony is a self-made millionaire solely from that one principle. Okay, it's the same thing today with what iPas offers us. Okay, iPas2 is built on automation, so literally anyone can do it. Okay, so if you're taking notes, here is my understanding of traffic. Now, when I was first learning about this whole thing, I had no idea about any of this. So if you look at this page and it's overwhelming, don't worry about it. Just jot down what's here. Okay, I literally could charge $500 for this webinar, and if I taught you nothing more than this page, it would be worth every penny. Okay, so I've put in 8 or 10 good hours a day over the last 3 months to learn this. So I'm going to go through this step by step. Okay, so the whole thing starts with traffic. And for those of you who are literally brand new, traffic means people who visit a landing page or a website to look at your offer. Traffic is literally eyeballs and people looking at your offer. Okay, you can have the greatest offer in the world. If you have no traffic or no one looking at it, you're not going to make any sales and you're not going to be able to build a team or earn an income. Okay, so we send traffic to a landing page. Okay, and I'm going to show you some examples of a landing page. Okay, and there's a really big question. Is it okay to use the professional landing pages that different systems provide for us, or do you need to create custom landing pages? And I'm going to talk about that in a sec. Okay, if people like your landing page or what you have to say, they will opt in or sign up. Okay, and the percentage, your percentage of opt-ins, 10%, 20%, 40%, that is a crucial number in your business. Okay, if you're taking notes, just write that down. Percentage of opt-ins, very important. And when we get to the numbers part tonight, I'm going to show you why. Okay, and then people that opt in, you get to follow up with emails through what's called an autoresponder. Okay, most of you who are in the business should know this already, but I just want to give a really big overview, because when you begin to understand this big picture, the whole thing gets a lot simpler. Okay, and that gives you a chance to build relationships with your list and have conversions and sales and new business partners, and then you teach them to do the whole thing. Okay, so let's talk for a second about traffic. Okay, if anyone has any questions, I'll just pause for a sec. Okay, feel free to chat, to type a question in. Okay, just give me a why if everybody's hearing me okay. Has this been valuable so far? All right, good. Beautiful. I love to teach, and it really does my heart a lot of good to share and to give like this. All right, so let's talk about traffic. So there is free traffic and there is paid traffic. Let me move this down a little bit. Okay, and by the way, if you're enjoying this webinar tonight, I am not putting any affiliate links, any of my own personal information. Viewer number 4, I'm clueless to what we're talking about. Okay, hang in there. It's going to get a little clearer in a second, I promise. Anyway, I am not going to brand this webinar at all, and hopefully I'm recording it. So if you have prospects or people, my hope is that you'll be able to send them to this webinar, and hopefully the quality will be good. Okay, so traffic. So here are some examples of free traffic. just to give a 10-second nutshell answer for viewer number 4, what we are talking about is a home-based business. The core business is called Empower Network. Those are the educational products that we market. And then there is a business that is wrapped around Empower Network called iPas2. And iPas does the marketing, the educating, and the selling for us. So that's what we're talking about. What we're talking about is how can you build an income from home as a member of Empower Network and iPas2. And you're welcome, and I apologize for leaving you in the dark. All right, so here are some examples of free traffic. Blogging, okay, with our awesome Empower Network blog. Okay, here's a picture of what the blog looks like. Okay, there's my blog. Now, the beautiful thing about what Empower does is it can cost $500 to $1,000 to hire a web designer to build you a blog that looks this professional. Okay, with Empower Network, we get it for $25 a month. And for each person that we sign up who gets their own blog, the company pays us 100% commission. So literally, you get 10 of your friends to each have a blog, the company will pay you $250 a month. Okay, beautiful blog. Okay, you can make YouTube videos. You can talk to friends and family. Okay, if you're taking notes, it's good to jot these down, the different types of free traffic. It just helps you, it can educate you when you're talking to people. And also maybe this can give you some ideas on things you can do in your own business. Okay, you can market on Facebook, although you want to be smart about how you do that. You can post things on Craigslist. Okay, all of these methods are valuable, but they are slow. Okay, of all these things, I've probably had the most success with YouTube videos. I've posted about 25 different YouTube videos, just sharing my life, talking about the business, and people are slowly beginning to find them. All right, here are some examples of paid traffic. Okay, if this is new information for you, definitely write this down. Okay, solo ads, banner ads, advertising on YouTube, running ads on Facebook, buying co-op leads in the back of iPas2. Okay, in my opinion, paid traffic is the fastest way to build. And what's really important is to not try and do everything all at once. Okay, pick 1 or 2 ways. I wrote master them, get comfortable with them, and then move on to other ways. Okay, a lot of times people they're so excited and they want to do everything all at once. That is the fastest way to spend whatever money and budget you do have. It's like going sideways and not getting deep with anything. Okay, all of the teachers that I've studied with, everyone says, start small with 1 or 2 ways and build yourself up. Okay, of all of these things, if the leads, the co-op leads work in the back of iPas2, that's probably pretty much the only thing I'm going to do. Okay, for those of you who are new to all this, iPas2 has literally not even launched. It's going to launch in the next couple weeks, and that, like, we're all waiting with bated breath because literally it is such an incredible system and it's not fully open. It's not fully functional yet. Okay, the nice thing is, if any of you have not yet signed up for iPas2, get back with the person who invited you to this webinar because it is 100% free for the next couple weeks until it launches. Okay, after that, there is a cost to become a member of iPas2 or to purchase the different educational products. All right, so we are going to focus tonight on solo ads, and here's why. It's the easiest to start. You can get the fastest results. Okay, it's the cheapest, but it can also get pricey. Okay, and in my opinion, in my experience, solo ads take less skill than the other methods. Okay, you know, we hear about traffic. How do you get traffic? It's all about traffic. Once you understand solo ads, you are going to have you're going to breathe such a sigh of relief. You're going to be like, that's what it is. Okay, in about 5 or 10 minutes, trust me, you're going to be like, oh my God, I can do this. All right, so here we go. So what is a solo ad? Okay, for those of you members of Empower Network, if you already have the 15K formula, there are 2 lessons, lessons number 6 and 7, that go in depth into how to do solo ads. Okay, now here, this is just my own definition. A solo ad is paying someone else to market your opportunity to their mailing list. So they've spent the last 6 months or a year building their own mailing list. Okay, you are going to pay them to market your opportunity to their list. Now, usually they will write the ad copy. This is sometimes called swipe copy. And all you literally do is give them a link. Okay, now sometimes they will ask you for ad copy. In most good companies, Empower Network, iPas2 with Vic stuff, they provide the ad copy for you. Okay, you don't have to say much. Okay, so looking at the bottom right here, okay, so just as an example, let's say you decide to buy 100 clicks from a solo ad vendor specializing in internet marketing, and you agree to pay 40 cents per click or $40 for the entire mailing. Okay, that's about how much you want to spend when you start out. Okay, you definitely do not want to spend more than $1. Okay, I'm going to tell you 2 or 3 of the best solo ad providers on the planet, and they do not charge more than $1. Shakir is about $1.10, and he's the most expensive, but he also has the highest quality prospects. Okay, now personally, I don't like to go too much below 40 cents because I don't like, there is penny traffic, but it's not just about getting people to opt in. That's not the goal. The goal is to find quality people that want to partner with you in business. So for me to get 100 people to click on my link and view my landing page, I will pay $40 all the time. Okay, so 100 people click on the link and go to your designated page. If you get a 30% opt-in, that means 30 out of the 100 people are willing to put in their information in order to see your offer or your program. Okay, it's really important to have a landing page before your offer. If you go directly to the offer, people get to look at it and they can just bail. You never see them again. Okay, so for those of you who are brand new or this is new information, don't worry that you don't yet know what this is. Just write down the word landing page and circle it or put a star next to it. Okay, I had no clue about this 6 weeks ago. But you need a landing page, and I'm going to give you some examples of this. All right, so here is a picture of SafeSwaps. I'm going to actually go to their website in a second. Okay, let's talk about some sources for solo ads. Okay, again, if you're taking notes, let me see what the chat is. All right, I don't see anything yet. All right, let me know if I'm going too fast. Okay, again, I hope your hand isn't getting tired. I am trying to give you a lot of information tonight. All right, so let's talk about some sources for solo ads. So the best one, if you're just starting out, is SafeSwaps.com. It is not the most expensive. Honestly, it's not the highest quality leads. But when you're just starting out, you don't want to be spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. At SafeSwaps, you will find there's a couple hundred people selling solo ads, everywhere from 30 to 40 to 50 cents a click. Okay, when I test out a brand new landing page, I will often go to SafeSwaps and just buy a $30 or a $40 batch of clicks just to test the page and see how it does. Okay, James Starr is one of my favorite providers. Okay, his website is thebizboost.com. Okay, he also has a very good coaching program. Okay, Dagan Smith, he is good, but he's pricey. Okay, he's about $1 a click. And Shakir Hussain is one of my favorites. Okay, if you are brand new to this kind of business, if you're brand new to blogging, I really would encourage you to join either Dagan Smith or Shakir Hussain. Find their blog, especially Shakir. He is a master blogger. Okay, he's 25 years old. He already has 500,000 people on his email list, and he started this business 4 years ago. Okay, he is, I think, the 4th highest income earner in Empower Network. He's making a lot of money, and he's helping a lot of people. Okay, I really admire him. Okay, and I want to introduce a couple concepts. Okay, we're going to talk about creating custom landing pages. Megaphone.com. Okay, that's my new obsession. Okay, an internet traffic formula. Vic talks about Megaphone, and that's one of the ones he personally uses. Okay, I'm going to show you Megaphone in just a sec. Okay, Leadpages.net is very good. Okay, now the beauty here is with iPas, once iPas2 launches, if it runs even half as well as the kind of numbers that Chris is talking about, I don't think we're going to have to do custom landing pages. But, you know, part of what I'm teaching you tonight is how do you get traffic to the system? What do you do in the meantime? I don't know about you guys. I was really hungry to learn this stuff. Okay, even once iPas launches, even if we don't have to do it anymore, I was really excited to learn this. Okay, I'm also going to show you about creating custom domain names. Okay, just put a note in your notes. Write this down. You want to differentiate yourself. You want to stand out from the crowd. Having a custom landing page and having a custom domain name, those are some of the ways you can do it. Okay, and then you want to build a pipeline and put it all together. So I am going to show you my pipeline. All right, so let me lower that for a sec. All right, so when I first started, I went to Leadpages. Okay, I'd heard through the grapevine that Leadpages was good. Leadpages costs $37 a month. Okay, I have a monthly membership with them. Now, the nice thing about Leadpages is, another note is, I don't know about you guys, but I like personal attention. So whenever I'm checking out companies like this, I always look and see what kind of support is there. Is there phone support? Is there only email support? If there is email or chat support, how long does it take for someone to respond? Okay, I don't know about you guys. I am a newbie with all this technical stuff. I have lots and lots of questions. It's important to me that I can get some answers. Okay, so if you look right over here, here are some of my numbers. Okay, that 18% was my overall opt-in rate. Not very good, but I didn't know that. I was just starting out. Okay, I have literally had 236 people opt in through this landing page, and that is out of 1,303 clicks. So if you figure about 40 or 50 cents a click, I've spent a good $500, $600, $700 to build the list that I've built so far. Okay, let me show you what this page looks like. So in the back of Leadpages, there are about 75 different templates. Okay, I chose a video template, and I filmed a little 2-minute video on my iPhone. Here, I'll show you just for a sec what it looks like. Hey guys, except for Rahim Bronner, don't ever do what I'm doing, not make a video while you're driving. But I just want to walk. Clicked on the link and decided to check out the Empower Network. Which I'm going to I just want to myself and motivate seminar. Okay, so that's just an example. Okay, I decided that I wanted to pre-sell the iPas2 system and let people take a look at me so they can see kind of who they might be signing up with. And I actually was willing to sacrifice. Generally, you'll get a lower opt-in rate when you have a video. Usually just a static page with a very simple opt-in. That's usually going to give you the highest rate. I was actually willing to sacrifice some of that so people could really meet me and see if they wanted to do business with me. All right, so where did I go to get the leads? I went to SafeSwaps.com. Okay, if you scroll down, okay, there I am, Jeff Bronner. Okay, here's my account. So look over here on the right. Okay, these are the clicks that I purchased. So March 5th, I purchased about 120 clicks. March 6th, I purchased almost 300 clicks. Okay, you can see it was all over in about a 2-week span. Okay, now for those of you who decide to join SafeSwaps, I just want to show something really quick. Okay, there are hundreds of sellers in here, so you get to narrow your search a little bit. I set a minimum 100 clicks. You know, if you're going to test a source, I always do at least 100 clicks just because you want to see if it works. I didn't want to spend less than 30 cents a click. I wasn't willing to spend more than 70 cents a click. This is one of the things I really like about SafeSwaps. Partner must have 30 ratings or more with at least a 95% positive reputation. So you can choose. I didn't want unknown sources. Okay, so you can set these parameters. And again, then you just click search. And here are different people selling solo ads. Okay, so just as an example. Okay, here's Liz Hall. I don't know her at all. Just click buy solo. Okay, and here's the deal. You'll get 100 clicks for $39. So you will literally, you hit buy, you PayPal her, all the payment happens through SafeSwaps. You pay $39, and over the next 3, 4, 5 days, she is going to send 100 people wherever you want. Okay, now for those of you who are new to solo ads and kind of new to traffic, just let this sink in. This is how easy it is. And most people don't know how to do this. Okay, when you're talking to your family and friends, if you have a blog with Empower Network, blog about this tomorrow. Go, oh my God, I just learned the coolest thing. I was on this free webinar. I now know how to get traffic to my landing page. And people will be like, how? How do you do it? This is how you do it. It's that easy. So literally, when Vic gets 100,000 people to his different websites, he buys 100,000 clicks. Okay, now it's really important that you have a business like Empower Network that has products on the back end that can give you the kind of income to pay for everything. Okay, and one of the reasons I joined Empower Network is Dave and Dave are so incredibly generous. The fact that they give away between 70 and 100% to their affiliates, that is mind-blowing. Okay, so just let this sink in for a sec. It can literally be this easy to get traffic. All right, so aren't you glad you came on the webinar tonight? All right, cool. Okay, so this is SafeSwaps, hundreds and hundreds of solo ad providers. You know, I picked out 5 or 6. I bought 100 clicks from everybody, and I sent them all. Now, this is important. Where do you send the people? Okay, safeswaps.com. Hope you have that. Okay, so this right here, what I'm highlighting on the screen, okay, with Leadpages, if you decide to use Leadpages, both Leadpages and Megaphone, they will host the landing page for you, okay, which is something I really appreciated. Because even though I have my own website, I am not a web designer. I didn't have a clue how to do that, okay? But I don't like this as far as having a link to send to people. That, for me, is a little bit goofy. Okay, I don't really like my name being in my links. I wanted something a little bit different. So, and again, it's just about 9 o'clock. I know Vic is doing a class at 9. I was hoping to be done by 9. I have another good 20 or 30 minutes of information. I'm going to keep going, but if you want to drop off and go study with Vic, I completely understand. Vic is recording his class, so you should be able to watch it in the next day or two. Okay, I do have some really good stuff I'm going to show you about iPas. So if you want to hang on, I'd love to have you stay. Okay, so see this link right here? I never put that link out to the public. I don't like to do that. Here's what I do. This is something I learned a while ago. Okay, I personally use GoDaddy. But you can use whoever you use to buy domain names. All right, let me just log in really quick. Okay, as you can tell, I visit GoDaddy so much that I have the number memorized. Okay, I am buying domain names almost every day. It's about $10 a domain name. So here are all my different domain names for my different things. So just for example, I'm going to pick one I don't use anymore. buildbizwithjb.com. Okay, this is a very generic one. I haven't used this one in months and months. Okay, let's say I wanted to use buildbizwithjb and I wanted to send people to this landing page. Okay, now by the way, you can call GoDaddy and they will teach you how to do this. Whoever you use as your domain manager, if you decide to do this, get one that will help you. Okay, I am not a tech person at all. So I always get a system. If I'm going to invest in a system, they have to be willing to teach me how to do this stuff. Okay, this one little trick will really make you look professional. So I went to Domain Manager. Let me back up a step. Okay, if you do use GoDaddy, okay, let me just show you exactly what I'm doing. I go to Domain Manager. I click on the domain right here, buildbizwithjb.com. Okay, I go down under forwarding, and we are going to manage this domain. I hit update forwarding. Okay, this is really easy to learn. What I do is I go to my landing page. Okay, this is my landing page. I copy it. I go back to GoDaddy and I paste it. Now, one thing to notice here, okay, HTTPS, that is actually for a video. That's a video page. And all I'm going to do is just erase that right there, and boom. Build an amazing online biz with Rahim Bronner. You hit edit. You hit save. Okay, it takes about 10 or 15 minutes, but literally now when people, and I'm not going to share that with anyone, but if you typed in buildbizwithjb.com, that will go to that landing page. Okay, so to recap, come up with a domain name that is unique to you. You could have Empower Network in the title. Personally, I never like to do that, but I'll do something like buildbizwithjb, escapetheratrace.com. I'm always coming up with different, just creative names. If you come up with a name that you really like and you would like that to be your brand, the beauty is by changing the forwarding in the back office right here, you can then send that domain name or that link all over the internet. So you can send it to landing page 1. You're not happy with the results. 2 days later, you send it to landing page 2, but you're building your brand and your business. Okay, Dave and Dave don't need us to build Empower Network. Vic certainly doesn't need us to build Internet Traffic Formula. You want to build you just like I'm building me. Okay, this is part of the way you begin to become a leader, separate yourself from the pack. This is what encourages people and makes them feel safe in joining you and your team. Okay, so any questions about that, feel free to chat. But that one thing, that one skill will really set you apart from everybody else. All right, let me show you Megaphone really quick, and then I want to get back to the rest of the presentation. So I'm just closing these pages down. So Megaphone is mega cool. All right, now I'm going to log out for a sec just because I want to show you what their landing page looks like. So here is Megaphone. Okay, the name of the company is Kajabi, but use Megaphone to create better marketing pages. Okay, it is super, super easy to use Megaphone. Now, Megaphone's a little more expensive than landing pages. Landing pages is like 37. I think Megaphone is 47. And they have more expensive ones, but that's for the basic one. But they have beautiful pages. All right, so I am going to log in. I am not going to tell you my password. That is secret. It's so much fun doing webinars. All right, each of you, I really want to encourage you to try and do this. It's a lot easier than it seems. All right, so I created a little page just for this class. Free video shows how to earn up to $5,000 a month without talking to anyone ever. This literally took me 2 minutes. All right. You can click on anything you want. You get to edit it right there. Okay, enter your email address to receive this free video. You hit save, and it changes right there. Okay, instead of download my report, let's say you want to hit send me info. You hit save, and let's preview that page. Boom, free video shows how to earn up to $5,000 a month without talking to anyone ever. Enter your email address to receive this free video. They put in their name and their email. They click on send me info. Now, this is a landing page. Okay, I have not disclosed what the business is. Someone has no idea what the business is. And it's part of that mystery or that curiosity that intrigues people to enter their email. Okay, this is the exact kind of landing page that Vic used and got a 58% opt-in. Now, please do me a favor. Don't copy this word for word. Okay, if you sign up on Megaphone, come up with your own little taglines right here. Okay, now notice I said up to. Okay, we don't want to promise $5,000 a month. But the beauty is, once the iPas system launches, iPas2, you're not going to have to talk to anyone ever. Okay, the system does the talking and the selling for us. So this actually is an authentic one. I may very well use this in my next campaign. Okay, it's beautiful, it's attractive. This is Megaphone. All right, and there are tutorials about how you then, once someone opts in, you want to then link them to the iPas2 system. Okay, so this brings me to a really big point. For those of you who are brand new, or this is your first time seeing this, this is not going to make a lot of sense. Okay, this next little part is for people already in the system. Okay, so here is the free account for iPas2. Okay, now believe it or not, Chris Jones, the creator, never intended for us to send people here. Okay, this is where people are supposed to go after they watch the long webinar. Okay, well, I made a decision as the CEO of my business. Okay, I wasn't convinced that brand new people were going to sit through a 90-minute webinar. I decided to send people right here, and I've had good results. So, you know, once people went to my custom landing page, I then redirected them here. So those 215 people I've signed up, not one of them has seen the longer webinar. They all started here. A couple of people have gone on and watched the longer webinar. I did this for a couple of reasons. One, I really like this short video. It's 10 minutes. It's super informative. I think most of my people who made it this far ended up signing up for a free account. And boom, it's right there. Create your 100% free account today. So just as an experiment, try and send some people here. You know, if you like what I'm saying tonight, you could literally go to SafeSwaps and purchase your first solo ad. You could send 100 clicks to a custom landing page that you create in Leadpages.net or Megaphone. Once someone opts in, you redirect them to this page, and then if they like it, they're going to create a free account. Okay, and that is literally exactly to a T what I did. Okay, now, again, if you're brand new, this is not going to make any sense for you, but it's kind of a sneak peek behind the scenes. Okay, if you are in the iPas2 system, here's how you log in. If you want to send people, because I know some people have gotten confused. Excuse me, I'm trying to stop the video. All right. So this right here, this is literally your link for the free account page. Okay, you don't want to send them just to iPas2free.com because then you won't get credit when they opt in. See this right here, Jeff Bronner 24? Okay, that's my username with Empower Network. You need your username on the page so you get credit. Okay? So if I was going to promote, I would copy this. I would hit copy. I would go to a new window. I would paste that right there and hit enter, and boom, there is the free page. that has my ID in there. Okay, now again, I would never put that out to the public. I just don't want that information out there. I always pick a custom domain name and I forward it to that. Okay? Now, a lot of people have been sending people here, which is the top secret meeting. Okay, so again, you copy, go to a fresh window, paste it, and boom, this is where 95% of affiliates have been sending people. Okay, I haven't sent a single person here, so I can't really speak to how well it works. Okay, you'll have to go on the mastermind and ask someone else how it's working for them. All right, so again, this very simple. Okay, I went to iPas2free.com. I logged in. Come down here. These are the two places where the system is inviting you to send people. I just added one step, which I think is a good one, which is creating a custom landing page. All right. So let me go back. I want to finish out the rest of our PowerPoint. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, there was my pipeline. Okay, so I want to go over some hypothetical numbers. Okay, this is for people who are already in the business. And this is for also for people who are brand new, who are looking at joining my team or joining whoever's team. Okay, again, if you're liking what you're seeing, get back with the person who invited you to this webinar and talk to them and really deeply think about signing up with them. So here are some hypothetical numbers. This is if someone joins. There are 3 levels to join within: silver, gold, and black. Okay, I'm not going to go over what those levels are. Go get back with the person who invited you and they'll go over the levels. Okay, but this is the low end of the range. Chris has given us a range of ballpark what we can expect based on his numbers over the last year or two. Okay, so let's say you get 10,000 clicks over the next 2 or 3 months. Okay, that I just picked a big round number because it's easier to see the numbers. Okay, let's say you get a 30% opt-in. This number is crucial, as you're going to see in a sec. Okay, that would give you 3,000 leads. Okay, what does that mean? That literally means you bought 10,000 clicks from solo ads or from different traffic generating methods. 30% opted in. That has given you 3,000 leads. Okay, at the low end of the range, if 5% of those leads buy the first educational product, which is called the Tripwire, okay, the charge for that is $7. Okay, that would generate $1,050. Okay, if 30% of those people bought the next product, which is the core, that would give us 45 people at $47 each. That would generate $21.15. Okay, and again, if you're taking notes, don't worry about writing all this down. I mean, you can. All of this is in the longer webinar that Chris did for us. Okay, I'm just a little OCD, so I studied that thing over and over until I really understood it. Okay, if 30% then bought the next product, which is the upsell, and again, each one of these products has real value. Okay, they genuinely teach people how to build a business like this. That'd be 13 at $97, generate that much. Our total sales would be $44.26. Okay, again, as a black level member, you get 70% of that. So your commissions would be almost $3,100. Okay, if roughly 20% rolled all the way into Empower Network and purchased about $1,500 each, the total earnings would be just about $7,000. Okay, and the cost for the clicks was $7,000. So the bottom line is at the low end of the range, as a black card level member, you basically would break even. Okay, now when you see that and you go, ooh, that's bad. Okay, that's actually not so bad. What that means is you literally got all of your advertising paid for. You now have 3,000 people on your email list. You have 150 people in your iPas team or system, and you have however many people on your Empower Network team who can then start building their own team and generating residual income for you. I would take this scenario all day long. Literally. I would put in $7,000 a month or every couple months to do nothing but break even, but be getting thousands of people in my system. I would do this all day long. And I have a feeling if you showed this to most of the top earners, they also would do this. Okay, this is the low end of the range. Okay, scenario B, here's the mid-level of the range. 10,000 clicks, again, 30% opt-in. Okay, this time we get 8% who buy the first one. Okay, that means instead of 150 people, now we have 240 people. You can see why this opt-in rate and these numbers really make a difference. Okay, because one of the beauties of the system is once you find a pipeline that works, then you can scale up. Okay, this is how people make what seems like mind-blowing amount of money, $30, $40, $50, $60,000 a month. They didn't start at that. Okay, they found good source of traffic, landing pages that convert, and a sales funnel that walks people through the steps. And they probably started with 100 clicks, and then they built up. Okay, and that's what this whole business is about. So with 8%, we now generate a little more. Okay, we have more people to work with. We generate more at the core, more at the upsell, more iPas sales, okay, higher commission, more people rolling over to Empower Network, our total earnings, cost of clicks. Okay, now we have a profit of $4,200. Okay, we're still getting thousands of people in our email team. We're getting all these purchases and people on our team, and now we're making $4,200. Okay, people would do this all day long. I'm planning on doing this all day long. And this is the middle of the range that Chris and his team have shown from past experience. Okay, here's the high end of the range. Okay, 10,000 clicks. Now we're getting 43% opt-in instead of 30%. Okay, by tweaking and split testing your landing pages, that's a little more advanced, but by basically having your landing pages compete against each other, you can find the best ones, and that's how you start getting these higher opt-in rates. Okay, with 43%, now look at that, 4,300 leads into your system. When you get 8%, now we have higher, a lot more sales, a lot more, generating a lot more commissions. Look at that, over $10,000, and this is just in the iPas sales. Okay, you make $7,000 in your black level commissions. You have a higher number that rolls over. Now you generate $9,000 from your back end, which is Empower Network. Excuse me. Now your total earnings are $16,000 minus the cost of the clicks. Now you have almost $9,500 in total profit. And then once you hit these kind of numbers, then you just scale up. Okay, in my 15 years in the home business industry, this right here, this screen, is the single best opportunity I have ever seen in my entire life. Okay, and I am not trying to persuade you, convince you, bamboozle you. If this actually works, I am going to be a self-made millionaire. And each one of you who decides to get involved, this is going to work the same for all of us. Okay, this is why it's really important to buy all of the Empower Network products and establish yourself at the black card level. And again, if you're brand new, I'm not trying to confuse you. Get back with the person who invited you. They will explain the different levels. I'm going to show you right now why it's so important to be at that black card level. Okay, if this works, it literally is like having an ATM machine where you put in $7,000 and you get back $16,500. Okay, and again, I am not promising this is going to happen. Income disclaimer all over the place. Obviously, each one of us are unique people. It's possible we will get different results, but I will say with a customized system like this, if it works for Chris, it's going to work for you. It's going to work for me. Okay, the system is the system. Okay, now you take that exact same numbers, 43% opt-in, 8% tripwire. If you're only at the silver level, you are literally going to lose $2,500. because at the silver level, you only get 30% commission, not 70%. And you only get, remember, in Empower Network, we only get paid on the products that we personally own or we are authorized to earn commissions on. So if you're at the silver level, the most you can make is $225 per Empower Network person on your team. Okay? It's almost impossible to generate a profit from paid traffic at the silver level. And this is literally why the system won't even sell you the paid traffic if you're at the silver level. Okay, when people ask me about the silver level, and again, for me, there's no judgment. It's just playing the game at the level you want to play it at. I tell people the silver level is for people who want to make a couple $100s a month, or they don't have the budget to invest and they're going to use the free traffic methods and build up from there. Okay, I've known people who have built a really good business and had literally no budget. That's when you want to study the free traffic methods. Vic teaches it in his system. Empower Network teaches it all over the place. It is possible. It's just slower. Okay, at the gold level, here's at the gold level. For those of you taking notes, and I'm going to have a slide that tells the exact differences. Same number of clicks, same opt-in rate, same tripwire rate, but at the gold, we just earn 50%, so your commissions are less. Okay, you don't have the master's course, so you cannot earn that $3,000 commission. So the most you can earn, again, these are ballpark, but the most you can earn is $1,000. So your total earnings are $11,000 instead of $17,000. Personally, I waited about 6 weeks to dive in with Empower Network, but I saw the importance and the value of going all in or joining at the black card level. Okay, I just didn't want to mess around. I knew my family was depending on me, and I literally did not have the cash. I went through Oaktree financing. I got some extra credit cards. I found the money to position myself to make the highest income. That's just who I am and generally how I do things. But looking at this, I didn't want to play at the gold level. Okay, I really believe you need that $3,000 commission to make this whole thing go. Okay, even though that being said, you're still making a $4,300 profit at the gold level. Okay, so just to differentiate, same clicks, same cost. Okay, you have a $2,500 loss at the silver level, a $4,300 total profit at gold, a $9,400 profit at black. Okay, and this is the beauty of the iPas system, is there's different levels and people can play at whatever level they want to play at. Okay, so just to recap, okay, I went over a lot of information tonight. Within a day or two, I'm going to post a link for this recording. It's completely free. You are welcome to watch this webinar over and over. Okay, I think there's some good information here. I hope you found it helpful. So again, just recapping, here's the link for SafeSwaps. Good place to start with solo ads. If you're looking to make a great custom landing page, you can do Leadpages or Megaphone. We didn't talk about autoresponders because I figure most of you already have it. Aweber, GetResponse, and GVO are the three main ones. Okay, I personally use GetResponse. And then here is the website, oaktreefinancing.com. If after watching this presentation, you're willing to take another look or you're rethinking what level you want to be at, they have a great zero interest loan for entrepreneurs. Okay, again, here was our traffic page. I'm not going to go back over that. Hopefully you took notes on that or you can email me. Okay, iPas2 provides the traffic, the sales and the marketing funnels, the landing pages, literally everything you need to be a success. Okay, and to be successful online, just as one last thought, you need the right mindset. You need to work on your mindset daily. You need the right offer, which I believe this is. Okay, you need to understand traffic and conversions, or you just need to use the iPas2 system and let it do everything for you. So you guys, we've reached the end of our webinar. This is Jeff Rahim Bronner. I so deeply appreciate your time and your attention tonight. Get back with the person who invited you. Good luck and God bless everybody.